From the moment I entered the corporate world, I believed in one principle above all: earning my success through hard work, perseverance, and dedication. No shortcuts, no favors, just pure effort. After years of relentless commitment, I finally had my shot. A major promotion was on the horizon, one that would elevate me into the upper ranks of the company. 3 department heads were being selected for advancement, and after a year of ruthless competition, I was in the running. But there was a problem. My department ranked 4th, just outside the top 3. It seemed like all my work had come up short. Then, at the last possible moment, something changed. A key deal was mysteriously reassigned to another department. That single shift altered the rankings completely, pushing me into the top 3. Just like that, I was in. It should have been the happiest moment of my career, of my life. But deep down, something about it felt wrong. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the victory didn't sit right. What I didn't know was that the very person I trusted the most, my wife, Emily, had already destroyed me before I even had the chance to celebrate. The official announcement came at a grand company gala, a luxurious banquet, where the CEO himself congratulated the newly promoted executives. "James Carter," he said, shaking my hand, "welcome to the future of this company." The room erupted in applause. My heart pounded as I scanned the crowd, and my eyes found Emily. She stood at the edge of the room, champagne in hand, beaming with pride. Surrounded by the spouses and partners of other executives, she mouthed the words, "I'm so proud of you." At that moment, I felt like everything had fallen into place. The years of struggle, the late nights, the sacrifices, they had all been worth it. I had made it, or so I thought. What I didn't know was that behind Emily's perfect smile was a betrayal so deep that it would unravel everything I had worked for. That night we celebrated. Drinks flowed freely, and for the first time in my life, I felt untouchable. Emily was by my side the entire evening, smiling, kissing me, whispering words of admiration. When we got home, she wrapped her arms around me and whispered, "We did it." Something about the way she said it felt off. The thought flickered in my mind for only a second before disappearing. I was too drunk, too exhausted, too blinded by my achievement to dwell on it. But soon I would wish I had. The first sign of trouble came in the form of a late-night phone call. I was still at the office, catching up on work before officially moving into my new role. My co-worker Matt called, his voice hushed. "Dude, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but something weird is going on." I frowned. "What do you mean?" Matt hesitated. "You know that deal that got reassigned? The one that pushed you into the top 3? I tensed. "Yeah. What about it?" He exhaled. "I heard whispers that someone high up made it happen." My stomach twisted. "Who?" There was a long pause before he finally answered. "Paul Walker." I froze. Paul Walker, Senior Vice President, married, one of the most powerful men in the company. I swallowed hard. Why would Paul do that for me? Matt hesitated again. "I don't know, man. But if I were you, I'd start asking questions." The moment we hung up, a pit formed in my stomach. Something was very, very wrong. Over the next few days, I started digging. I spoke with colleagues, combed through emails, analyzed internal logs. The deal had been reassigned with no official justification. It wasn't a clerical error. It had been done deliberately. Then, something else caught my attention. Every company event, every gala, every late-night meeting. Emily had always been near Paul. They had spoken often, laughed together, exchanged glances. I thought back to a company retreat a few months prior. Paul's hand lingering a little too long on Emily's back, the way she had brushed against him while laughing. At the time, I dismissed it, told myself I was imagining things. But now I knew I wasn't. I needed proof. That night, I did something I never thought I would do. While Emily slept, her breathing slow and steady, I took her phone. My hands trembled as I unlocked the screen. What I found destroyed me. Hundreds of messages, late-night texts, explicit conversations, discussions about their secret meetings, about how she owed him, about what she had done for my career. She had slept with him. She had traded her body for my promotion, my grip, tightened around the phone. Then I saw the most recent exchange. Paul asterisk Emily. I can't wait much longer. When will it be finalized? Asterisk. Emily asterisk soon. Just wait. I'll take care of it. Asterisk. I stared at the words, my blood boiling. I snapped. I shook her awake, shoving the phone into her hands. Wake up, you lying. She bolted upright, her face pale with fear. James, what's wrong? Read it. I spat. She looked down at the screen. The color drained from her face. James, Shut up, I hissed. Don't you dare talk. Tears welled in her eyes. I did it for us. I laughed. A cold, hollow sound. Asterisk. You sold yourself for my promotion. You turned our marriage into a business deal. She shook her head frantically. You don't understand. I understand everything. I cut her off. She reached for my hand. I love you, James. I yanked away. You don't love me. You love what I can give you. My voice dropped to a whisper. And you were planning to leave me anyway, weren't you? She sobbed. I wasn't. You just what? I demanded. Silence. That was all the confirmation I needed. The next morning, I exposed them both. I forwarded the messages to the CEO, HR, and Paul's wife. The fallout was immediate. Paul was forced to resign. His wife filed for divorce. His career? Ruined. And me? I walked away from everything. I refused a promotion. I quit my job. I packed my bags and drove to my parents' house, leaving Emily behind in the wreckage she had created. She tried to fix it. She begged. She called. She cried. I ignored every message. She lost everything. I wasn't much better. The divorce was messy. I lost friends, time, and pieces of myself that I would never get back. But one thing was certain. I'd rather have nothing than be married to a woman who sold my soul behind my back. And in the end, she was the one left with nothing